What's going on, guys? Poke Playtime here, and it's Alan bringing you another PTCGO video. In this game, I'm using a deck I have been trying to build for nearly 2 weeks, and how I came up with the deck was I was actually playing against someone using Ampharos, and then I was like, we could use this. We could fine tune this. So it's just taken me a while to be able to trade to actually get the cards I need to run this deck, and I still actually don't have the cards in the deck that I need. One of them being the Outrage Zekrom, not the just the basic one, and then or even the Outrage Reshiram, but essentially anything with Outrage. I'll tell you more about the deck, but at the moment it's running Blitzel and for discharge, so your opponent can play items. As you can see here, I had a terrible first hand where I had to mulligan a few times, which was horrible. But with this hand here, I'm fairly okay. I've got my energy I can throw down. I've got my Team Plasma badge, which is going to be helpful. I'm ready to evolve next turn, so long as I don't get hit, and boom, Frozen City. So then I should probably throw down my badge. I didn't. I just go straight for the smash kick, and yeah, I knew about Bouffalan's buffer ability. I just like attacking for the sake of attacking. It's fun. Come on, people. So, in case you people don't know, Frozen City puts 2 damage counters on any non-Team Plasma Pokemon, and then with Ampharos' ability, when it's in the active position, and every time your opponent plays an energy onto one of their Pokemon, it takes 3 damage counters. So you're potentially hitting for 5 damage counters a turn on top of attacking. Ampharos' attack is 3 for 70. It's not huge, but if you total that with a potential 5, 120, yeah, like Silver Bangle and an Iris, and you're potentially knocking out an EX due to them trying to power it up. You know, it's huge, and it builds up so quick. So you can see, like, I have my Silver Bangle there. I'm just flicking through my deck, seeing what I've got here. I'm kind of going, okay, well, I don't like risking the rare candy. Although I play the rare candy, I would rather just go stage by stage by stage. It's great when it all falls into your hand, but even when I'm running Blastoise Keldeo, I still run I usually run 1 to 2 War Turtles in it. It's easier that way. So you'll see here that I capture up the Yama because of the weakness and pull off an early prize. With this deck, I just like to get the ball going, and it's better that way. And then plus with using discharge, my opponent can play item cards next turn, so it's grand that way. And plus this deck is a lot of fun to use. Now you can see here, I actually had a dilemma. I was like, where do I throw the energy down? And I'm thinking, okay, I'll get my evolution out of the way, but I can knock out that Bouffalant with the buffer ability and be rid of it. But then my Zebstrika is going to be stuck in the active loop, because I'm going to have to drop the 3 energy off it. But with that, I'm also going, it's got a lot of damage on it, but I go for it anyway, because I'm not going to be able to attach to it, and it's just going to be in the way. So I get rid of that Bouffalant. Like, I'm looking at the bench, I'm going, I could take out Snivy, I could take out this, but there's just the right amount of damage on Bouffalant. So why not go for it? It's too big, it's too annoying for this deck. And yeah, so you can see this deck works. Like, just building up small amounts of damage, and you can see now why I want to go with Outrage, because I can purposely just put 2 energies on it, basic energies, give myself 40 damage from the get-go, so you're hitting for 60, and then you can just build that up, and make the game more interesting. Like, okay, you're taking the risk of injuring or put damage counters on your own cards, but the payoff is pretty big, pretty good. You also notice on the bench I have Kangaskhan there. That's that was just simply a filler because I don't have those the two others that I could use. And there you can see the Zebstrika takes a smack, but he's still there. So the problem with this deck is if you don't draw the Team Plasma badge, unfortunately your benched or actives will take damage as well. So I drop a energy on Kangaskhan, plain and simple, just because call for family. Unless I wanted to go crazy and go for the old Comet Punch, which is a lot of fun. And when it pulls off, oh man, I was down at the league and I flipped 3 out of the 4 heads and got the knockout, and my opponent was just like, oh. Like 2 for 60 is pretty fun. That being said, there's a lot more cards, but just for the pure fun of it, like that's why I'm running this deck. It's not like that it's a hyper competitive lock deck. It's just different. It's fun, you know. It's very easy to go and play an EX and play EX and Blastoise Keldeo, and like that's why decks like this and Trubbish Tool Drop get so much playtime. It's like, fair enough, you can have all the fun in the world, like getting win after win after win, but you know, it's fun to do something like this. So my Zebstrika unfortunately bites the dust, but it had to be done. And now I throw up the Ampharos as my active, and I'm looking at my hand. I don't really have a lot, but I'm kind of going, I'll have the energy search, the energy retrieval, you know, I'm okay. So I've looked through my deck, see what I've got. I've got plenty of support still in the deck, so I just got to draw into one. But I'm fairly confident that I'm going to beat my opponent, because his deck looks not that good. It looks like I was playing on Expert and I got paired against this person, and this is just how the game went down, and this happens, you know. You guys know yourselves how it goes down. So I've got my catcher there. I'm kind of going, will I, won't I use it? And I can't remember. Yeah, I think I go for the Snivy here. Yeah, I do. The reason for that was because it's not powered up. If he throws an energy on it, and he's hurting himself, and that's the plain and simple. I just want to spread the damage as much as I can, so that when it comes to it, I can just get simple knockouts. The other thing I was thinking of doing was this deck, but with Dusknoir on the bench. I think that could work, and I'm gonna try and do that for next week, because I think that could be a very playable deck. Just drop Blitzel, or even Zekrom, Reshiram, and go for Dusknoir. That could be a lot of fun. I just got to get time in between college work. I've got a fight coming up, so I've got to train for that. And then Pokemon X as well, as you guys will see. So I'm going to give you guys the question for this week, and I've stated a few times in this video that there's 2 cards that this deck in particular needs. I want you to state one of them, and when in your answer, give me just a letter of the alphabet at the very end of your thing. So the Pokemon and any letter you want, just to keep it simple. Thank you so much for watching. You see I got the win and he scooped. Later.